In previous lesson, we discussed food and health, importance of food, and different types of disease, and what is the cause of diseases. In this lesson or in this chapter, we will discuss spoilage and wastage of food and food preservation. This chapter contains spoilage of food, causes of spoilage of food, prevention of spoilage of food, and importance of food preservation. We often see that the food that has been kept out for a long time smells false or emitting smells and looks rotten. But what causes this? What will happen if we eat this food? Is it edible? Let us find out more about food spoilage. If the food items are not stored properly, they get spoiled. Such food items are not good for our health. And when the food items kept for a long time, they get spoiled as germs start growing on it. Spoilage is the process in which food items deteriorate their nutrients in which it is not edible to human. There are various factors which are responsible for food spoilage. These are bacteria, fungi, moisture, insect, temperature, and enzymes. Let us discuss one by one. Bacteria. These are the microorganisms. They are tiny in size and differ in shape. Some bacteria are useful to us and they help to convert milk into curd, but some bacteria are harmful. And they are the main cause for the spoilage of food. And these organisms have tendency to grow fast in the presence of moisture and warmth. Enzymes are the chemicals that are present in all fruits and vegetables. And they are useful because they can cause ripening of fruits. And most raw fruits are green in color and sour or bitter or in taste, and when they ripen, they change their color and becomes sweet. This happens because of the action of enzymes. Their chemical reactions are taking place. Insects, rats, and worms. They make their home in places that are moist and dark and where foods are available. And it is very important to keep the cupboards, shelves, and containers clean and dry. And this will prevent them from making a home at that place where our food items are kept. So it should be very important to keep the drawer or shelves clean. Temperature, it is one of the major factors that is responsible for food spoilage. Fungi, they are also found in damp and warm places and grow on the dead and rotten matter. Some changes we observe, some changes in texture, unpleasant smell or taste. These are the signs of spoilage of food items. So, food must be prevented from getting spoiled. Now, what is food preservation? How can we preserve food? And what is the importance of food preservation? Students, food preservation is the process of treating and handling food so as to stop or slow down spoilage that are caused by bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms. Preservation stops the growth of bacteria and other harmful microorganisms. Food preservation decreases wastage of food by preventing decay or spoilage of food. Perishable food like milk, meat, fruits, and vegetables should be stored in the refrigerator. And food like spices, biscuits, snacks should be kept in airtight jar because this helps to prevent their contact with the moisture in the air. And the shelves and cupboards where they are stored, they must be clean and dry. And food preservation is the process of treating and handling food so as to stop or slow down the growth of harmful or bacteria or microorganism. There are different ways to preserve the food. Canning, pasteurization, dehydration, and bottling by adding salt and sugar, by adding acetic acid or vinegar. These are the different ways to preserve food items. Let us discuss about canning. Actually, canning involves cooking food, sealing it in sterile cans or jars, and boiling the container to kill or weaken the remaining bacteria through the form of sterilization. And pasteurization is a process in which packaged and non-packaged foods are treated with mild heat, usually to less than 100 degrees Celsius, to eliminate pathogens and extend shelf life. And in pasteurization process, food product is subjected to pressurized heating for a short time. And temperature used during pasteurization is below 212 degree Fahrenheit, that is actually 100 degree Celsius. Milk is pasteurized to kill microorganisms. And the pasteurized milk we should under refrigeration to keep bacterial growth under control. Because in refrigeration process, low temperature prevents growth of microorganism, and the microorganism and enzymes get deactivated at low temperature, and hence the spoilage of food gets prevented in refrigerators. Third is vacuum packing. In vacuum packing, stored food are sealed, or they are usually in airtight bottle, and in this process air is removed. It helps to reduce their loss of flavor. Generally, through this process or through vacuum packing, different foods like dry fruits like nuts, coffee, and potato chips are preserved. And dehydration process, water content of the food stuff is removed. So, in this process, grains are dried in the sunlight. And in refrigeration, low temperatures are maintained, and low temperature prevent the growth of microorganisms, whereas enzymes or low temperature also prevents or deactivate the growth of enzymes at low temperature. And food preservation is helpful in many ways. It helps to maintain nutritive value of food. And it also increases the shelf life of food. It makes seasonal food available throughout the year. And it also helps in adding variety to the diet. For example, in some countries, some fruits and vegetables cannot be easily grown due to unfavorable condition of soil or weather conditions. Their non-availability can be overcome through the import of preserved fruits and vegetables from other part of the world. Students, is it right to waste food, especially in a country like ours, where lakhs of people cannot afford even one square meal a day? Not at all. In that case, we should preserve. We should we should not only take as much as we can eat. We should take as much as we can eat food. At a party, you must have seen that some people fill their plates with all the types of food items that is available without even thinking whether they will able to eat or not. Sometimes they are not able to finish even half of it, and so what happens to that food that is left over in that plate, and it is discarded and put in the garbage bins. It is not right.